Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Sunday. This is my first time filming on a Sunday and uploading on a Sunday and doing it all in one day. It's not that revolutionary. I don't know why I'm making a thing as if it is, but I just wanted to do a quick little video at the moment. I know I do videos around spirituality, routines, chronic illnesses, all of which are, key aspects of my life. And going forward, I will probably do more of those and keep them very consistently going as they are key aspects of my life. But another key aspect of my life is that I am a writer. This is something I haven't really spoken about on YouTube, but I basically only speak about on my Instagram, which I will link below, and on my Wattpad and things, because I am a Wattpad writer and it's not Harry Styles fan fiction. But anyway, I studied creative writing for 4 years in the University of Ireland, Galway. That's such a National University of Ireland, Galway, NUIG. And I started in 2013 and graduated yesterday, 3 years ago in 2017, which is kind of strange. But I wanted to film this video because I've actually gotten a few questions on my Instagram from YouTube, I suppose asking me where I studied and did I think it was worth it to do a degree in creative writing, and I just thought I'd have a little bit of a chat with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll try not to keep it too long. Thanks. So like I said, I started studying in Galway in 2013. Previously to that, I was not doing very creative subjects in school. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think there's enough creative writing or creative related subjects for the Leaving Cert programme, really. I also studied modern languages in conjunction with creative writing. It was a dual degree through arts, which was really handy and kind of made, I think, my parents and me feel more comfortable about me studying such a creative degree, that I might have a level of job security afterwards, which was very, very useful and handy. But I did find that previous to going into NUIG, I was convinced that I had to do a degree in creative writing. I don't regret it. I loved every single year, specifically the creative writing part. But I think closed myself off to the idea that there was other ways to do it. And at the time when I got my Leaving Cert results, pretty much everyone had told me that even if I didn't get this course, which at the time was accepting, I think 25 people out of the country onto it, I could still write. It didn't make me any less of a writer, which I agreed with them. I nodded along. But I hated that concept because I wanted to study it. I wanted to stop sacrificing my academic life to study subjects that I didn't particularly care about, like the sciences, which I'm a very committed student. I've always been very academic, but I don't care about maths or science. I just don't. It was all a means to get into a course where I could study languages, which I love, and creative writing, and finally feel like I was satisfied in my studies. So I really wasn't going to accept not going. But I did end up getting in, thankfully, and it was a great experience. The way the course works in Galway, or worked when I was there, it might be a bit different now, is that your first year you look at, because Irish colleges are split into 2 semesters, in semester 1 of first year we did fiction, in semester 2 we did non-fiction, in year 2 we did poetry and screenwriting and script writing, and then in our 3rd year we had a mentorship where we did a year-long project, which was, either the form of a novel, poetry collection, a script, something that fitted all of our different niches and genres that we loved. But it was a fantastic course, really, in that sense, because prior to starting, I was pretty much convinced I was only going to be a novelist. I liked fiction, that was it. I liked dystopian fiction, or sci-fi, and that was it. That's all I wanted to write, and that's all I would ever write, and nothing would ever change. Now I'm coming at it from the point of view of having written, yes, dystopian novels, but also you know, fantasy novels and contemporary novels, all of which are linked below if you want to have a look on Wattpad. But those, and different like short stories and novellas, and poetry, which I rejected wholeheartedly, but I love poetry now. So in a way, the course was fantastic for opening up your mind to something different, or the concept of studying something different, and the fact that your creativity is not necessarily linear into one aspect of life. Maybe everybody else in my course was more open-minded, and I was, I think, to be honest, intimidated by other aspects of writing. But I found it incredibly useful in that sense. And I did find simply the people that I met are some of my best friends now. They're incredible people and I love them. You know, they're some of my closest friends. I can't imagine my life without them, really. And I also can't imagine my life not having friends that understand what it is to be a writer, not just in the aspect of writing itself, but in your heart, nearly. And that sounds incredibly cringy, but I do think being a writer, just like being maybe an actor, a painter, an artist, a dancer, it's a different kind of brain. And I had never met anybody like me until going to NUIG, meeting these people who were also 18, 19, and were either poets or wanted to be directors or screenwriters or whatever. And I had never had that aspect, and it's felt so good to have that side of myself fed, nearly. And I'd felt like I previously had been quite starved for creative company. Since graduating and everything, I've still stayed friends with all of those people, and it's incredible. But life changes, I guess, when you do graduate, in the sense that you have to study other things. I'm very academically driven, so I did study a master's up until about a month ago in linguistics and neurolinguistics, and I am interested in that. I stayed writing. I'm always writing. It's what I do with any ounce of free time I have, is write. And it's different because your life, I suppose, focuses on the day-to-day survival aspect of earning a living. Simple things like passing a driving test, getting a car, moving on, you know, honestly, adult things, which isn't as fun to think about when you're a fresher or in second year or third year, you know, when you're in the bubble of college. However, I do want to make it clear, and I think I wanted this to be the key point of this short video, was that it's not necessary to study creative writing to a degree level or a master's level. Of course, those are wonderful things, and if you feel those are fulfilling, I suppose, fulfilling pursuits for you, go for it. Have a great time. And you probably will, you know, you'll probably meet incredibly like-minded people, and that will be so fulfilling even in itself, even if you never picked up your pen. But however, I do think what was so satisfying about my degree was the level of, I suppose the level of company and creative company. And I think there's other ways to get that than through a university degree. Obviously, there's aspects of having a degree in creative writing, which I suppose maybe opens doors for you, maybe looks better when you're agenting. I don't know any of those logistics, you know, but I can imagine that it might stand to you somehow. But it isn't necessary. It's definitely not necessary. If what you need is a community, you can join writing groups, writing groups online. What we used to do in our writing groups in summer was we would share a Google Docs where we'd all work on projects and share them with each other and leave comments and feedback, and that was actually really gratifying. That was really, really nice. And you know, it's not necessary, really. It's just not. If you don't get the grades to get in, or you think you want to pursue something else but write on the side, you can do that. It's all very doable. It is doable. It doesn't mean it won't be hard at times. It doesn't mean you won't be so tired at some times, and it definitely doesn't mean that there won't be an aspect of you that feels like you have different sections of life where you are, like for me personally, I know I'm 9 to 5 Jen when I'm 9 to 5, and that's a very organized, different person than when I'm creative Jen, or when I'm publishing blogs, or, you know, posting poetry on my Instagram, or any of those ideas. I also have the identity of being chronically ill. There's lots of different versions of your identity, but I think making sure all aspects of yourself are fed and satisfied is really a worthwhile cause, to be honest. And I would really, really recommend that you do that, to be honest. I just think if you can study a degree in it, it might be the best thing for you. But if you don't feel like it is, if you think it's financially a negative decision, it's putting you into debt, or you think I could get as much from joining writing groups online or paying for online writing classes maybe, or whatever kind of courses, do that. I think we have an idea that everything has to be very academically focused, and the only way to take yourself seriously as a writer is if you pursue it academically, which is just not the case. You're a writer if you write at all in your own time. You don't have to be published. You don't have to present at conferences or doing anything. You know, none of that is necessary. I think you have to do what sits right with your own heart, really. And that's just what I wanted to say, because I've had a few questions about that. So I said I would just film that quick video. I hope you guys find that a little bit useful. It's a bit, obviously, a little bit of chaotic video, but yeah, I hope you guys have a really good Sunday and take care. I'll leave links to everything in the description below, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm actually posting tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Bye guys, take care. I was going to start talking, but I can hear my sister singing the Gilmore Girls theme song. She sounds like she's having fun. Might as well.